I believe we have very serious immigration problems in this country. I think, as you've heard today, sanctions against employers who hire illegal immigrants is virtually non-existent. Our border is very porous.
Well,
Bernie
look,
Sanders.
I voted numerous times when I was a senator to spend money to build a barrier
A
to try to
barrier?
prevent
What?
Illegal immigrants from coming in.
You're going to build a barrier?
I do think you have to control your borders.
The hate crime.
Wow.
We simply cannot allow people to pour into the United States undetected,
Why?
undocumented, unchecked, and circumventing the line of people who are waiting patiently, diligently, and lawfully to become immigrants.
That's fascinating.
Is that illegal immigration is wrong, plain and simple.
You're playing dirty today, Pat. You're playing their own words for
I
them.
know it's not
How
fair.
dare you play their own words?
It's like it's like the George C. Scott version of A Christmas Carol, Scrooge, when he turns to the ghost and says, "You use my own words against me," and the ghost says, "Yes. So maybe you should choose your words more carefully."
That's deep, dude.
Yeah,
That's
isn't
like a deep Christmas movie.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It really is. So that was Obama. Hillary Clinton, say perhaps somebody who will probably run again for president. Where was she on gay marriage?
I believe that marriage
Is
not just
Not.
a bond, but a sacred bond
A
between
sacred
a man and a woman.
bond. Wait, a sacred bond between a man and a woman. What a hateful thing to say.
So generic. Though,
Oh
the way she said
my!
that.
Wow.
I have had occasion in my life to defend marriage,
Yeah.
to stand up for marriage,
Yep, we
to
know.
believe in the hard work and challenge of marriage.
Sure.
So I take
Umbrage, I'll bet. Right?
umbrage at anyone
that's
who
what-
might suggest that those of us who worry about amending the Constitution are less committed
less committed to
to the
than
sanctity of
sanctity
marriage
of
or to
marriage.
the fundamental
bedrock
principle that it
that
exists between a man and a woman going back into the mists of history.
into the mists of
as
history.
One of the
founding
foundational institutions of history and humanity
and civilization.
Boy, she really
that sounds like she meant
She
it.
hemmed and hawed that one out, didn't she? Good grief.
It doesn't get any more powerful
Wow.
testimony for traditional marriage than that, does it? Well, then some bedrock principle changed.
Just to clarify, just one more question on this. Would you say your view evolved since the 90s, or that the American public evolved allowing you to state your real view?
That's what I'd
I
say.
think I'm an American. I think we have.
There's
He
that laugh
thinks
we
she's
love.
an American.
We love
She's
that
really
laugh.
not, though.
Oh, look, I got some hot sauce in my purse. You want some of that?
Okay.
All evolved, and it's been one
We've
of
all
the
evolved.
fastest,
and it's
most sweeping transformations.
No, I understand, but a lot of people
Where-
already believed in it back in the 90s. A lot of
But
people
not,
already supported gay
not
marriage.
that. But
Yeah.
to be fair, Terry,
not
that many.
Not
Yes,
that
were
many,
there
Terry. Not that.
activists who were ahead of their time.
Terry, don't hurt my chances for running for president here. Not that many people. Okay, a few people, maybe some extremists, some radicals, some kooks might have believed in it, but not everybody like they do now, and that's why I've changed my fundamental bedrock religious principles. Changing our fundamental bedrock principles.
Oh, boy. If she's one thing, she's genuine, that Hillary.
She sure is.
Ooh-wee.
She sure is. I love how all these people, Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, they all cited religious principles. They all cited sacred principles to them. Somehow those sacred religious principles changed when the polls did. Who would have seen that coming? That's wow. And then they have the unmitigated gall I don't think that's on.
It's on the bingo list?
It's not on the bingo list this time.
It.
It was the first one. Then they have the unmitigated gall to point the finger and call everybody else evil, essentially, who has held on to their fundamental bedrock principles. You're a terrible person. You're a homophobe. You're a racist. You're a xenophobe. You're all of these things when you still believe your traditional principles and values. They've changed them all. They've changed virtually everything they've ever believed. Janet Napolitano. Janet Napolitano was probably the best example of somebody who just flat out admitted why she changed her mind.
Yeah.
Completely honest about how she changed her principles. When, let's see, she said this.
Same-sex marriage. Have you changed your views on that?
Yes, I think, like many in political and elective life in the early part of this century, the evolution hadn't occurred, and my statements were very much in that way, which is to say that this was something that society, in a way, the arc of history, as it were, needed to get there, and the arc of history has clearly arrived.
On presidential politics.
Arc of history, as it were. The arc of history hadn't changed. It hadn't gotten there. And now it has. Wow, that's amazing. That is an amazing admission.
Yep.
So when the people changed their mind, she changed her mind to fit in. I mean, wow. Oh, you were a conspiracy theorist. It was akin to believing the moon landing was fake. They went out of their minds if you dared suggest anything of the kind.
I have not said that I was a single-payer supporter.
Huh? You haven't said that? Because
I'm a proponent of single-payer universal health care plan.
Wait a minute. Does proponent mean I'm not for it? No, I think proponent means for it.
I wouldn't put anything past even words definitions changing in society.
I know.
Wow.
Abortion. Do you remember that Democrats used to insist they wanted it to be safe, legal, and rare? I mean, now they want marching bands and ticker tape parades to herald yet another destruction of human life. Now, they used to fight for Roe v. Wade, which allowed abortions in the first trimester. That was it. You couldn't go beyond that. Now, we're honest to goodness talking about ending life even after the baby is born. Not just partial birth abortion, after the baby is born. Jeez. How does it get any worse than that?